Hello, and welcome to lucky number 13 of the Sonata Chronicles 5-minute vlog. You may notice that Charles is absent, and you won't see him again until after AFM in episode 16, unfortunately. He had some family stuff come up, or no, not family stuff, work stuff. So everything's fine. He just is a little busy with his day job, and hopefully that won't get in the way once we get done with raising money for the movie. So, what shall we talk about today? We'll talk about the world where the movies take place some more. And one of the important things to know about this new world is that factions are in transition all over the place. Enemies that you'll find in the games are now friends you find in the movies, and enemies in the movies were once friends in the games. You'll see completed vistas that were only being built in the games. You'll see some characters, but for the most part, it's 1,000 years later, so not a lot of carryover. Mostly just ancillary characters wandering around in the background, and you will see a lot of the same settings, though, that you saw in the games. In the movies, the Empire spans 8 cities. There's Sonata City, which is the heart of the Empire. It's also the city of spirit and metal. Then you have the city of darkness. You have the city of light. You have the city of fire. You have the city of water. You have the city of stone. You have the city of air. Let me see. You have the city of wood, and you have the city of earth. And so there's 9 elements total that are believed in this world, and those elements make up the different schools of magic too. So each one of the immortal creatures that rules over one of these cities is also a practitioner of that school of magic. And in the games, they're known as sojourners, who go out and spread the word of their magical schools. But now they've decided that instead of just spreading the word, each element will have its own particular city and its own particular realm, all linked up in this empire so that they can maintain stability. So I'm conceptualizing a lot of the cities still. You'll probably run into the majority of them in the games, although I'm not sure you'll see all of them in the movies. And you'll see, and maybe you'll see some glimpses of them in concept art to come here shortly. Moving on to the relationship between the Empire and the Moon, really the water source from the Moon is what makes the Empire possible. So without the Skeen selling fresh water from the Moon, you would still have a limited number of small settlements and colonies, and then you would have big wandering tribes moving through the desert, moving resources. The Skeen really, when they colonized the Moon, when they started bringing fresh water down to the world, really changed the game, because cities and settlements didn't have to be based around oases anymore. They could be set up out in the desert. Resources didn't need to be shared as much, and it really gave power to the idea of a permanent settlement over nomadic tribes who could move where the resources were freshest at the time. So the Moon really is a central power hub for the Empire and for the Skeen, who in the comic book you're going to see start off as kind of meat creatures that work inside of houses as servants and then elevate themselves with this collective dream to get to the Moon. In terms of what we're doing now, we're just preparing for the American film market. We got some exciting meetings set up there. Hopefully, unlike last time, we'll have some good news for you. And, last time it was no news, which isn't bad, but this time we're hoping for actual news that is good. So that'll be good, and it'll be good to see my friends, and that looks like that's it. So hopefully I didn't ramble too much, hopefully I didn't look at the stopwatch too much, and hopefully you enjoyed episode 13 of the 5-minute vlog. Goodbye.